lots to choose from. I was going to do a fish because I have a huge 33-gallon tank that's very long and flat, but no, I don't feel like doing fish tank keep up right now. And the gecko only has to be fed a couple times a week, so that works out great because that's when he's here. Chase will be thrilled. Grandmommy asked 6 billion questions that drove me and the clerk nuts. Chase is going to be thrilled. Grandmommy asked 6 billion questions, drove the clerk nuts. Sorry if you can't see it. My phone is a fogged up mess. It was so cold in there. And that's this whole beginner setup. And here is the little guy. He was on sale. That's a fancy gecko for $31.99. I'll get better pictures when we get him home. He's gonna sit up front with me, and I gotta load this stuff up. Oh, and we got lots of crickets and a cricket habitat too. And now onto the mad scientist setup. I've only managed to take the security strap off the top. But I am going to wrap it right before he shows up. I've got wrapping paper. Can't cover the top because obviously I need airflow, but I'm going to lightly put a piece of paper over there just before he walks in the door. So I'm going to have it on there, but then right when he walks in the door, I'm going to put the tape down. Only be a couple minutes because he's going to come straight to it. Put a big old green bow I bought on there too from the Dollar Tree. I'll show you guys, let me see if I can get to it. They only had happy birthday paper, like the plainest, boringest, this paper ever. And I wanted a big bow. That was the biggest one they had. Almost as big as my head, not quite. But I wanted the little dangly bits, jiggly bits, if you will. So, here's the thing. We used to have this table over there. That blank space. Now that goes clearly to our front door. Clear path. So I asked Mom, you want to leave that blank? She says, it's too empty. Says the one who runs into everything every day. So, because a neighbor was passing out free furniture, get off! Just cleaned it. Urgh. No, that is not for you. I guess somebody will be looking at the gecko. Anyway, all of this stuff was, not the vase, but this stuff, chihuahua and that, were on that table by the front door. So now, I'm going to now move this glass, lovely wrought iron, gilded glass on top. Please don't let the Frenchie break it, please. We throw the ball for him in the house. I do, anyway. I'm going to move that to the front because she thinks it's too empty. Cricket habitat completed. If they start chirping too much when they're bigger, I'm going to take them into... All right, everybody, finished product, just in time for Halloween. Yes, I'm going to take that sticker off. And I have a little Frenchie that is having a field day with a empty gallon of Milo's tea. So I just have to scrape this sticker off, which they annoyingly put on. I went with the skull because I think it's so cool, Halloween time. I did put another thermometer in here that we... Sorry, my camera keeps shutting off. And here she is, because I looked up how to sex one of them, and it appears she is a girl. She's beautiful. Anyway, the racket. Hopefully she won't mind the light too much, but if you guys can see, she has a band of green across the top of her head, between her eyes. This white, Louie, please. Speckled pattern goes all the way around her head, like a bandit. It's on both sides. This is called a fancy gecko, and we only paid $35 for her at PetSmart. She is absolutely gorgeous. Try to hold it as still as I can because I'm way zoomed in. She's decided to come up here underneath her UVB light and take a nap. And this is the setup, Louie. He's literally put the damn bottle right behind my butt. Get out of here. He's so aggravating. Anyway, so apparently you need to have a... They do shed. Oh, God. She's nowhere near shed because she'd look cloudy. But apparently you need a hot side, which I have a under tank heating pad. I just got that today. That was like 35 bucks. this whole project, it's come to like $250 at this point, if not a little more. I love it though. Chase is going to be super surprised. I have to razor this off because whatever genius at the factory put it on thought it was a good idea to have a sticker on there. This piece of wood was a battle at Walmart. Apparently they were all loose and it said $10.98. $10.98 for one piece of wood. It's birch wood, one piece of wood. Anyway, apparently whoever put them on the shelf, they were supposed to be a 3-pack. So we had to battle a little bit with the manager, but they finally gave me 3 pieces for the $10.98, which I really just wanted them to reduce it to 1. This is a 10-gallon tank. This is not a basking light, like a heat lamp. Our house is like 77 degrees, so we don't need it. And the humidity is great. This under here is the Spanish moss. I went with the green instead of the natural just because it looks so dead and ugly. I understand it's supposed to be a desert scene. And later on, I will get some kind of paper back there that looks more like a desert. But what else do you need to except a skull? Because there's plenty of skulls out there in the desert. Anyway, still got my little cricket cage over here. All this stuff will be cleaned up later. But yeah, it's, we've got like, I want to say 4 dead crickets already. Baby crickets, little teeny bitties. The rest of them are all kind of hiding right down there. They hate me right now before the light. I put 5 in here last night and I think she may have eaten 1 or so, but they're pretty much hiding anywhere they can in the crevices and underneath this. It's a carpeting layer. And today we got waxworms, which apparently are what moths are before they turn into moths. Did not know that. Well, quickly, because the timer is going to shut off the filming, I'm going to end this video with him actually opening it up and so you guys can see the reveal. But yeah, these are like waxworms, which I guess they can get addicted to. So, pardon my barbacoa back there. Apparently they can get addicted to them. Hang on a second, guys. Okay, if you can see them, they're these big fat, here's my finger. They're not really that big. They're very small. They are basically in the fridge and it keeps them kind of hibernating. The guy said if we left them out, they would basically turn into moths and we would open the container and there goes Gecko Girl's dinner. She doesn't have a name yet. Fairly 90% sure that that's a female. Apparently the males have little dots. Like if you flip them over right in front of their fat tail, there's like a triangle of dots on the males, and they usually have 2 little bulges or like bulging area. Anyway, the females don't have that. They don't have the dots and they don't have the bulging area. She doesn't have either one. So I'm pretty sure that's a girl, and I am going to let Chase name it, just like I let him name any of his pets. So I'm going to continue filming tomorrow morning. It's Saturday now. This has been a 2-day process. I am not going to put the rest of the wood and all the other decorations in there because I have a 33 long. That is a long fish tank. It's about 12 inches high. It might be 18. I think it's 12. And it's 4 feet long. So that'll be the gecko's big old home, which is more than enough space to have 2 geckos in later. Maybe have to get a male. We'll see. But he's going to be super duper surprised. He's been waiting like 2 years to have a gecko. He wanted any kind of lizard, a frog, a tortoise, something. So anyway, I'll show you the setup once again because you don't need to look at me. Sorry about the glare from the flash. Just in time for Halloween, though. I think it's cool as crap. And there is a hole in the back of the skull that's much bigger. So when she's full grown, she'll still be able to get in the back of it. And honestly, I don't know where she went. She's probably in... There she is. Pretty, pretty girl. She's gorgeous. Oh, going for a bit of water. I'll try to catch her on another video where she's hunting. Right now, she's kind of checking out the new layout because I just totally shook up her world. Until tomorrow, you guys. Being 13.
Feels the exact same as being 12, except I just know I'm older.
Except your voice is really deep.
Oh, well, I mean, that too.
Alright, let's get this present. I don't know how much memory I have left.
Okay.
Rip it, rip it, rip it.
Oh my god.
Rip, rip, rip.
That is awesome.
Do you know what it is?
Give me that pen.
Do you know what it is?
That's a fish thing.
Yeah, but do you know what's in the fish thing? Let's unlock the top. Took me 20 minutes to figure out how to do the first day. Grandmommy making unnecessary noise in the back. Okay, let's check under hiding spot 1. Ooh, there it is.
Oh,
What is it?
it's a lizard.
What kind of lizard?
I don't know.
It's a gecko. Hold, that's a gecko? Cover the camera. Camera's right there. Oh dear. Can I get you out of there? Probably not. Hang on a sec. Can't pause. Okay. Now, from what I read, she's a little baby. From what I read, should be a girl. It's hard to, because underneath she doesn't have any of the little marks that she'd have if she was a boy. Easy.
You gotta be careful because her jump and run.
Anyway, so when you hold her, you want to put one hand in front of the other. That way she has a place to go, okay?
Okay.
All right, so stop for a second. Ta-da! Official new gecko owner.
This is amazing.
She's beautiful. Look at all those colors. Happy birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday to me. When's her birthday?
I don't know. They don't know exactly how old she is, but she's a baby still.
Okay.
But she'll get used to getting held, and then you'll be able to hold her and she won't jump. She's still a little skittish. Not to mention, I just set all that up last night, and I changed it twice, so I keep moving her house around. She hates me right now. We had to pry her out of the skull, people. There is a hole in the back of it, but we kind of had to shake her out of it. And then she got on my hand. And that was $23 at Pet Supermarket. $11 at Walmart. Same exact skull. So glad we waited. Anyway, that's all for now. I am here with a short, y'all. This is going to be a real short video. Check out these. Actually, they're seeds. But don't they look like, you know what I mean? Don't they look like? These are actually palms that I'm growing that neighbors have the trees, and I've been smuggling the seeds because they're very expensive palms and you don't see them much over here. Yeah, a little one can sell for $500 easily. Your girl's farming. Yes, indeed. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, it is called a Bismarckia, but most people call it a Bismarck. I'll put it up here somewhere.